Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of FS19 Ultra Realism. I've been out cutting hay. Apparently I almost ran out of fuel. I just happened to look at that. Things are getting crazy, you know. Yet again, the weather is going to be struggling with us. We're running out of silage. Actually, we ran out of silage. We need to start making silage here. Somebody left hay all over the road because I was cutting a little bit extra. You know, getting a little crazy with my driving. But we need to switch gears here. I've got the pastures and I've got the big fields here cut. You can see right there. I don't have the ones alongside it cut, so I don't have this right here cut, 66 and 84. I just got these two and this section right here. Looking at the math, we need roughly about 525 bales. There's 420 in the one barn if it's full, so we need about 105, or roughly, well, exactly a quarter of a barn full. And then we should be good to go. So that's where we are with that. So we'll have to buy the second barn. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Actually, we'll sneak through here. We need to get silage going though, because we are going to have some very hungry cows otherwise that do not have any silage to work with, any feed to work with. And I don't want to feed them just hay. So that guy's going to get retired for the moment. This guy, I should be able to repair him from in here. Yep. $4,000 to repair. That's just crazy. This one, oh, almost $1,000 there. So like $5,000 to get this thing up and running. We should probably fill it with fuel. We're gonna have to grab the big tractor and we're gonna start chopping with this guy. Should be able to get quite a bit done in a hurry here. Let's see here. Scoot around here. We definitely went the long way there. Alright, we'll get him filling. Yeah, we want to go number 2. We need the big tractor, which also is a little low on fuel, but we can at least get her working. Alright, let's get him moving. So I don't know if we have enough hay cut for bales. So last time, if I remember correctly, it was about 120, 130 bales on the big field. It's fully fertilized now, so we should get closer to 150, I'm hoping. And then the pastures gave us, what, 37, 38 bales, somewhere in there. If we can get that to 50, that's 200 bales. And 200 bales will get us somewhere right around 500. And just over 500. Oop. And we need 525, so it should be really close. And honestly, the 525 that I have listed, or that I'm going to use, or want to use, is for an entire year. So that doesn't even include getting to first crop, which means we can get more bales at first crop. So we actually, 525 is way overkill. Plus, we also have, or we're working it up for 7 million units of feed, and we probably only need about 6 million units. So definitely, you know, making it have a safety basically. Oh, okay, here we go. We'll put this out. We will switch to there. We'll unfold our head. We've got a nice big chopper to work with here, even if it is a used one. We're going to set this to left. We don't want him to circle. We want to have him go straight up and down. We'll do an O-shaped turn so that way he can just kind of do a spin. Such a good sound. I'm not entirely certain why he's chopping the way he's chopping. I guess we're gonna leave one little row of corn there. I'll have to come back and get that at a later date, but oop, sorry. Trying to set the cruise control here. Try to catch up a little bit. There we go. Now we should be set. So let's see how much we make in one pass here. Oof, we're already at a third of a wagon. We've got coming up on half a wagon. Yep, there's half. Coming up on 2/3. A little bit of a hole there, so it wasn't chopping much. So there's 2/3 of a wagon. There's gonna be a lot of corn here. There's 3/4 of a wagon. Oh, I sure hope it makes it to the end, because otherwise we either have to run corn over or we have to back all the way up. Oh, we'll be fine. It's like about 95%. Oh, he must be slowing down and can't keep up. %. See, I was close. He should, with that head, be able to just spin around. Hopefully. Oh, now I'm in the way. Is that what this is? Now he's not in the way. Alright, there we go. So that's one full wagon right there. Like I said, we've got this field here that's probably going to get turned into silage bales. But I'm going to chop off these two fields. We're going to see how much we have. It should get us going. We'll see. I might chop the rest of the day. And then if we can get one silo decently full, I'll be happy. And we've got fields that we need to combine too. Plus we got hay down, so it's going to be a juggling act. We'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, so I have to admit, I don't know if it's because we were using a modded version of the chopper beforehand, or if it was just because now we're using such a much bigger chopper. We are filling stuff fast. So I just emptied out, what was it, like 80 or 90,000 units of silage because it was processing. It's pretty much full. It's got 500,000 in it right now. So we were just shy of 600,000 units, about 590 probably. And if you look, I mean, we only took off that field and part of this field. Although I guess if you look at it, I mean, I guess it is a pretty good chunk. Figure that's half a silo's worth. We finish this off, maybe one silo. But so here's the thing. the hay bales, or the hay is ready to get baled. I don't want my chainsaw, so this guy's gonna have to come back. We're gonna have to look at baling. We're starting to bale tonight, I think, just to get some of those bales in. We still have to collect them, and we still have to get the combine out there. See, this stuff's not baleable yet. So one field is, one field isn't. Which kind of makes sense. This was cut later. So that doesn't surprise me. That's kind of cool that it's not all at once. Little bits are, though. You see that? Little bits and pieces. Yeah, on the very edge of the rows. So they're getting close to drying. They're not dry yet. But we've got silage that's being made. We have enough to keep the cows fed right now. I'm content with that. We got to get the bales baled. Trying to think. I ended up changing the way the helper was working. The O-turn, as they call it. He was missing some because he wasn't turning sharp enough. Although that might be a setting on my part. We'll have to see. But what I did want to talk about is our silage situation. If we're planning on 8 million units. No, if we're planning on 7 million units of feed, right? So it's 3.5. So that means we need 3 silos full, plus we need 500,000, which is like 120 some bales. I don't think we're going to get that much in silage. And so I was just thinking about it. Maybe we should just build a 4th silo. And then we can definitely, we can chop what we have to. I feel like that's going to be the thing that is going to be best off for us. First up, there they are. Square bale hay shed, because we are going to need this, and we are going to put it back here. Even though it says we can't place it here, if we can get her straight. Right about there. So now we got our second hay shed there, which is exactly what we need. And then there it is. Part of me wonders if this is going to be placeable. I don't know why it's doing this really weird placement thing. Does that look about right? Not sure what's going to happen to our little belt system there. There. So now we got 4 silos. That's pretty crazy. This belt, hopefully this is not... Oh, there we go. Maybe. Well, maybe it'll escape at some point. Maybe. If not, I can always reset it. Not a big deal. But that's going to be the plan. So we're going to fill 3 for sure. Probably half fill that one. That'll be 3.5 million there. And then whatever bales we have is kind of like emergency storage. Should probably not tip that guy over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start baling. Looks like we got 1 straw bale coming out. But we've got a lot of hay to bale, and I'm curious just how many hay bales we're going to end up with out of this field. So let's see what happens. It looks like only part of this field actually converted over to hay. This is the last part I cut, so apparently that doesn't count as hay yet. So we're just gonna kind of cruise up this row here. And then I guess we're gonna switch gears until it dries out a little bit. Weather looks good today. We only have, you know, this little bit and then the pastures to do, so it's not like there's a huge amount of hay left to bale. We just gotta pick them all up. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we kind of got to pick them up today. But it would be nice to switch gears and go to chopping again to try to fill at least one of the silos full. Especially when you have to deal with that conversion time. And it looks like that's about all I can do. And so far we have 146 bales. Boy, I think we might just make it with what we need to do. So with that, I'm gonna fire this guy back up, and I'm gonna start running chopped corn again, silage. Although yes, it's chaff to begin with, but we're gonna turn it into silage, so it all goes to the same place, right? We understand what we're talking about. There we go. Let's see how far we can get on this field, and we gotta wait for that hay to keep drying. There we go. Start chopping corn again. There we go. Should be the rest of the regular hay bales that we need. I believe our numbers are correct. This one, well, it's not quite full. I guess we can fill it now, actually. Now that I think about it. I've been filling the other one because there's only like 7 bales spot left. 7 bale slots. Slots. I don't know what you want to call them. There's only like 7 of them left. So if we do this, and we hit Y, it'll grab the 7, and then I can push these into here. Oop. Alright, so the goal, remember, was a full... Shut you down because you're kind of loud right now. A full barn. So this is full. And then we wanted like 110 in this one. We have 72, so we're a little short. But you also got to remember, I put 2 loads into those 2 over there, which would be another 32 bales. And so that would put us at 104, which is right about where we want to be. And like I said, that's enough to get us through a whole year, which would be all the way till late summer again. We don't technically need to get to late summer, we just need to get to early or late spring-ish. So we've got plenty of bales. Actually, this guy's gonna have to come back here. I have been... Oh, looks like this guy needs some straw. It's going to. Where are we at with the cows? We're gonna need some feed. Yeah, we're gonna need straw for there because we gotta get that one going again. Everything there's fine. We have no milk yet there. We're getting there. We've got... Boy, we got a lot of milk here. Is it sellable today? Oh, it is. 438,000. Well, you know what it means it's time for. We've got 1.5, so we've got enough cash on us. We can get it all the way down to $1 million owed. So we've just cut our debt in half, which is really awesome. Just like that. We only owe $1 million. Actually, we could take it down to 900,000, but I think for now we're gonna leave it right there. And judging by weather, it's supposed to start raining later today. And then rain some tomorrow. We gotta get those crops harvested that we have sitting over here. See the choppers over there. I started chopping the big field, but we're not going to be chopping it anymore right now because we've got plenty of silage in our silo at the moment. We're going to need this head, yep. Basically, we're going to go get ourselves some canola. That's where we're at with things. We need to get the canola off, which means I'm going to have to take the big tractor with the trailer over. I'm going to have to get that little yellow tractor over to the grain bins so we can dump into there. If you go here, oh, we actually need to finish filling this because we still had extra. If you go here, so we got 425,000 in chaff, and silage is full, so we've got 925,000, and that means it's gonna be what, a wagon and a half left to fill that silo completely full, and then we're on to the next silo. So we've got plenty of silage right now. These guys actually have plenty of silage in the bins, it looks like. That one's getting a little low, but it's not bad. It's doable. But I can start messing with that stuff once it starts raining. So I think we need to get some of these crops taken off because I'm worried that that canola will wither away if we don't harvest it because it's on its second set of seasons. So it became, the one field became, oops, I'm not driving on the road, became viable in midsummer, and that's now late summer, and it's almost going to fall, and I don't know how long it takes for it to wither, but I'd rather not let it wither. I've also got this field here to take off for silage bales, but we'll get to that. I'm not worried about it at the moment. We can do that next, we can do that in fall, early fall if we need to, but this is the field over here I'm worried about, so we should probably take it off. So I'm going to start working on that. We're going to see if we can get it all harvested before the rain comes. It shouldn't be that difficult to do because we've got a big header here and we don't have a lot of fields to do. A lot of little fields. To give you an idea of what we got to do here, if I go to here and go forward, so we got this field we're going to, we got this little field, and then these 3 fields here. So not a huge amount by all means. So we're going to have to do that. And get her hooked up. And start combining. And hopefully not hurt the grass over here. There we go. Now we got it. So we're going to have to hook. Oh, it's not registering. There we go. So now we can fold it. We can fold that out. Combine is prepped and ready to go. We should probably pick this up so we're not running things over with it. We're not going to run swath at all. I don't really need that. I don't even remember if this does it. We're going here. We're going to start right side. Wait during unload off. Looks like everything's good to go there. I don't need to worry about any sort of a headland on this field because I don't have trees on the end, just on the side. So let's take some canola off. Oop. We'll hire him up, get him going. This guy will go out there, start grabbing loads, and we're one step closer to getting everything all set up here for the winter. Oh man, I'm really afraid it's gonna start raining here, and we got just a little bit left to do because the AI decided to just leave these random spots, and I don't know why, but the rain icon's been up there for like an hour and a half game time, and I'm just waiting for it to start raining. Because as soon as it does, you know it's going to shut that combine down, and then we're kind of screwed because we've got just this little bit left. Oh, it might start raining really soon. Okay, I think that's all of it, right? There. That's everything. Oh, thank God. I'm so happy we got that done before the rain's coming. Alright, so I gotta unload. I don't know if I can make it through here. Oh, just barely fit. I need to unload this wagon. I need to take the combine back because we're not going to use it for a little bit. And it's probably going to start raining before that point. If I had to take a guess. Yeah, it's going to start raining any moment. I changed around a bunch of the feed stuff, so we should have feed for a while again. I do need some silage in one of them, but obviously we can't do that. There we go. Oh, no, we gotta disconnect. Oh, it just started raining. Well, I guess that was really good timing. Regardless, we are done with the canola. Well, no, we're not done with the canola. We have more fields of canola to do. If you remember, we planted some late stuff. That'll be near mid to late fall, I want to say. I really wish I would have had the ability to cover this, but I think I did not purchase the cover for this. So I guess the canola is going to get a little wet. But it is what it is. Looks like it's a really short rain cloud here because we've got clouds in the forecast right away after that. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably going to stop raining and then it's going to start raining right away again because that's the way the forecast looked. I think I'm at the point now where it's time to wrap up this episode. So I think that's what we're going to do. We've got all the hay bales we need. We've got all the straw bales we need. We're starting to harvest our crops that we're going to use to pay off everything and see how far we get with like buying fields and stuff. I know we're not going to be able to buy them all, but it's kind of an interesting thing to see what we can do. I mean, we can always haul trees for a while. I've got this field here to do in silage bales. I've got the 2 fields over by our other hay fields that need to be silage bales, which we probably won't do now until early fall because the weather doesn't look good for today or tomorrow. If I have breaks in the rain, I'm going to take silage off, and we're going to keep filling silos because we're at the point now where that's what we need to concentrate on in between as much as possible. So that's what I'm going to start working at. But this episode's going to finish up here. So thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy.